G'day guys, in this video I'm going to talk you through a playthrough of the Super Gore Nest Master level. It's going to include some strats that you can use for other parts of the game as well as specifically for this Master level. You'll be able to use this info to smash this thing without dying. You can beat it an Ultra Nightmare, and you'll be able to take a lot of what I talk about and apply it to other parts of the game as well. So I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we're using Dazed and Confused, Equipment Fiend and Air Control for this Master level, and I'll talk a little bit about why each of those runes is really good as we make our way through the level. So you're going to see a lot of Destroyer Blade get used in this Master level, taking advantage of the Mastery where you can have 1/3 charged and use that. So we just want to pepper a little bit of damage onto this guy, and then once you've done enough damage and once you move a bit further up, you're going to get 2 Arachnotron spawn here. You get one guy here, and you'll get another guy just behind this dude. You want to get rid of this Tyrant first, just get him out of the picture, and then get rid of both of their turrets. Okay. Once you've cleared out that, you're going to get 2 Caco spawning. You get one Caco here, one Caco here. Now we're going to do something a little bit cheeky, all right? We're going to kill this dude, and then we're going to use this bloke as a meat hook point pretty much. So that's right. You heard it here first. Meat hook points before they were a thing in the game. And this is why we take DNC. It allows us to keep this Caco suspended in air for a very, very long time. So this guy's going to get offed, but we're going to keep this guy around a little bit. And he's going to give us some more air mobility. Big thing in this game is being in the air as often as possible, as much as possible. And you can use Cacos and Dazed Confused to great effect in that respect. Now, what you see me doing here, let me just go back a little bit, okay, is I'm just shooting my shotgun and I'm punching. And what I'm doing there is I'm pressing Glory Kill, just to slow this down a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't chug too hard. So I'm meleeing, and you can't see this, you can sort of see the shotgun shooting a little bit there, but all I'm doing is I'm meleeing, shooting, and pressing the shotgun behind at the same time. I do that heaps throughout this level. I try not to do it too much because I want this run to be relatable, so, you know, everyone who's just played the game and doesn't know all this crazy tech, speedrun tech and weapon tech, can just relate to it and be able to do the run. But that's something that's really useful, especially for Barons. You're going to see me using Frost Bomb and Frag Grenade a lot. We're going to talk a lot about that throughout this video, but now, the next phase isn't going to start until we kill this guy. So we've got to get rid of him now. Now, there is another Baron, but we've got to get rid of the Baron and we've got to get rid of this guy. And then the next phase is going to start. And the phase after this has a Dread Knight who is going to spawn right here. And we're going to chainsaw that Dread Knight because I've got, as you can see, I've got 3 chainsaw pips. He's going to spawn there and then I'm just going to chainsaw him straight away. That gets him out of the picture. It frees up this platform if I ever need it. It also gives me ammo. If you're really ammo efficient, you can chainsaw this Dread Knight. Otherwise, there's a barrel here. You can use that to get a little bit of ammo as well. Just keeping this dude alive. See how I can stay up in the air like this? Nothing can hit me. That mecha zombie can't touch me. So I'm just floating around. There's a couple of soldiers. There's a mecha zombie. There's an imp. But none of them can hit me as long as I stay up in the air. So when I meat hook, I will often break the meat hook and swap to the precision bolt. Now, the reason that you do this is because it's way more efficient, right? So if you think about the super shotgun, you've got 12 shots that you can take from that super shotgun, right? Whereas with the precision bolt, you've got like 180 bullets and it only costs you 6 bullets to use the heavy cannon. The precision bolt of the heavy cannon. So way more ammo efficient, way more shots. And it also means you've got, you're going to run out of shotgun shells before you run out of bullets. Look at it that way. Meat hook in and then press, as you're being pulled in, you just swap and then just like that, just bang. Anyway, yeah, just staying up in the air. Staying up in the air, you want to become the AC-130. You want to be the AC-130. Okay, now the next wave started. We're just going to get rid of this guy. And again, we're going straight for this dude and we're going to chainsaw him. Now, what's going to start happening is we're going to transition into the last wave of this arena. So it's going to be made up of Carks and Revs. Now, the way that you can do this is lots of ways, but this is probably the cheesiest and easiest way to do it. If you go down to this little pool here, you've got 2 jump pads, right? Now, jump pads are very cheesable in this game, okay? So just stay on the jump pads and just keep winding up D-blades. Anyway, see this? This is great. This is what you want, right? This is efficiency right here. So we can see we've got 3 revs right there. That's beautiful, right? That right there, that is what you want, okay? You see that? Just straight down the field and bang, 3 revenants dead off of 50 plasma. If you can start winding this kind of stuff into your gameplay, you're going to save a lot of ammo and you're going to kill a lot of demons a lot more quickly. All because all I'm doing is jumping up and down on these jump pads. Just look at that ray tracing. How gorgeous is that? This sequence right here. So you're going to have 2 tentacles, a Dread Knight's going to pop up, and there's going to be a Cyber Manc at the back. Now what we want to do is we just want to pull the Dread Knight out. So we get him to jump up and then just backpedal a little bit, Remember, like, you can do anything you want, right? The demons, they have to run to you. So you got that advantage, right? They're just AI. You can just get them to do whatever you want. Here's my general strat for this room, okay? What you want to do is you want to see these monkey bars? You want to use these monkey bars, okay? Just try and stick to these ones. Try not to get lowered into the pit below you. This is a good part, right? This is good. This is great. This whole bit, got to get rid of these tentacles. They've got to go. And then once we've got that, we can use this area and these monkey bars, and we're pretty much safe the whole time. We go down, get rid of that totem, and all I want to do now is I just want to, all I literally want to do is I just want to D-blade, use one tick of the out of the 3 on the destroyer blade, and just get rid of these carcasses. It doesn't cost me that much ammo, but it kills them instantly, and it goes through their shield. Okay, now once this Hell Knight wave starts, what I did here, right, which is okay, like it worked. All right, what I would prefer to see people do is actually go back to that corridor that you came through. If you go back through there, right, because what'll happen is these dudes, they will all funnel into this corridor. If you do that and you drop a frag grenade, or better yet, a frost bomb, you can actually get rid of everything almost instantly. It's just stupid. Like, you can trivialize this whole room. But, like, this is kind of the same idea. It's just my positioning isn't as good, right? So, again, I just let it charge. I could kind of see there was more on that side than the other side, so I just thought I'll fling it down that end. Worked out pretty good. Now, I wanted to go down here just to show you what I meant. So we just let it wind up and send to the very middle of it straight down, and it kills everything. There's one carcass left. And that's all she wrote, pretty much. So with this room, there's a couple of strats that you can do. As you can see, I'm getting all the plasma ammo because I couldn't chainsaw in that earlier room. So you can either sit on this platform and you can just get rid of these mecha zombies, just like how I'm doing, or you can do what I'm about to do, which is just drop down, is to start killing them, right? There's 2 there, so I go for a flame belch because I've got multiple targets. Now, one thing that is happening here, which is really good, is this stuff right here, okay? You want to be using flame belch and meat hook burning stuff as much as possible. Like, I almost try to do it again against this dude that's in staggered state, right? But if you can put more pools of armor on the ground, you're going to be good as gold. You're going to have more blood punch refills. You're going to have max armor more often. You're just going to be cruising along nicely, all right? So make sure you use flame belch when everyone's on cooldown. And if you have equipment fiend, really important, meat hook burning will reduce the cooldown of flame belch, right? That's huge, right? So make sure you're doing that all the time. Meat hooking and burning, and meat hooking and burning, and flame belching, and meat hook burning, and meat hook burning, and meat hook burning, and flame belch. Like, just keep doing it over and over and over. And there's no way you can die. Like, it is, yes, things are more aggressive in this game. Yes, you take more damage in this game than 2016, but you have the tools at your disposal to mitigate it, and you need to mitigate it. So, anyway. All right, so Spectre Whiplashes are going to spawn in pretty soon. They've already spawned in, so I'm going to swap to the D-Blade. And you could just sit on the platform that I was on earlier and get rid of these Whiplashes, or you could kind of get rid of them with D-Blade. They're not very hard to kill with D-Blade. So anyway, we get rid of old mate. Now the Marauder wave starts, the second and final wave of this room. Now, really, really important. All right, I just want to talk a little bit about this, right? Like, so let's start with just the general layout of this room. Okay, so the Marauder spawns here, okay? You've got a totem here, a totem here, a totem here, a totem here. I think you've even got one here, actually. There's one right smack bang in the middle. Okay? Now, what happens with the Marauder? He gets shot in the back. Why is that a problem? Because he raises his shield. And that's what actually makes this bit really difficult. It's nothing else, right? It's not got anything to do with your ability to kill him, right? Or to time with his eyes going green. It's literally the fact that he's getting shot in the back by bloody Tom, bloody Dick, and Harry, all right? These mecha zombies, right? So you got the big bad Marauder bad boy over here. You got mecha zombies here. And, you know, here you are, happy as Larry, all right? But Tom, Dick, and Harry are ruining your opportunity to be happy as Larry. So what do you got to do, okay? What you do is you just avoid the middle of the room. Literally, that's all you do, okay? So let's say the Marauder's here. Go around, kill Tom, all right? Go around, kill Dick here, okay? And then the Marauder is going to try and come around here and cut you off, or he might come through the middle. You know, you just kind of got to wait and see what he does. They're pretty random. Anyway, once you've gotten rid of enough of these mecha zombies, they can't shoot him in the back, right? Because there's none of them around. But what you want to focus on doing is going in the room in circles, just going in circles and avoiding the middle. Because as soon as you go through the middle, he's going to go through the middle and he's going to get shot in the back by a mecha zombie. So you really need to keep the Marauder on the boundary of the room. Keep him on the boundary of the room and you can't go wrong. So you can see I'm trying to stay away from the middle of the room. And you can see he's still getting shot in the back. Okay, nice. So we just want to pull him away from the mecha zombies. I'm running out of ammo there, so I need to get some ammo. Now, whenever I come out of a chainsaw, especially when there's a Marauder nearby, as you can see, I'm just keeping on the boundary of the room. Whenever there's a Marauder nearby, I usually like to drop some CC, a flame belch, might even use a chain gun shield just to get out. Like, I wasn't going around in circles there, but the same thing, right? Like, staying on the perimeter of the room and just trying to juggle. You're trying to juggle getting rid of the mecha zombies and getting rid of him. I want to talk a little bit about something that I do a lot of that I don't see a lot of other people do, which is punching cyber mancs right in the head. What I like to do is I like to stare my victims right into their souls. Look at that beautiful baby boy face. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly move in, down, and bonk right on the head. You can do this without even using a frag grenade. If you just come on over the top of them and punch them in the head, you just can't go wrong. Let's just wind it back a little bit and talk about this arena in a more general sense, right? You're going to have like 5 cyber mancs, and then there's going to be 2 pain elementals. So save your frag grenades and use them for these blokes, but then save the frost bomb, if you can, for the pain elementals, right? Because if you can freeze them while they're in midair. It's a legit really good strat, right? Because then you can get up close with the SSG and do lots and lots of damage. Otherwise, you can just hit them with a couple of Arbalest pings, you know, like it's nothing too, don't do everything too crazy. I think the frag grenade comes off cooldown pretty soon. Yep, there we go. Just swap straight over to that. You want to be like cycling between your grenades. Now, I totally messed this up, right? But this bit right here is the primo dazed and confused situation. If you sticky bomb all of these guys, you can glory kill like 4 of them or something before they come out. Something I like to do. It's just fun. It's a bit stylish. You know, what you could potentially do is just go into this little tunnel down here. If you want to be really cheesy and just sit in there and just Arbalest ping, and like they can't touch you. So yeah, there is that as well. I totally messed this up, but it's all good. You get the point. At this point, I was like, look, let's just throw the baby out with the bathwater and just do something cracked anyway. Don't do that, all right? Don't do what I just did there, okay? Do as I say, not as I do, all right, guys? Okay, again, all I'm doing is like shoot, use shotgun blind, and punch. Watch how quickly this guy just gets melted. Like, it's just stupid. Because basically what it's doing is it's bypassing the rechambering of the super shotgun. Something you should be doing heaps of in this game, right, is if you see a jump pad, you treat that as your exit plan, okay? That's your exit plan. It's like Quake, right? So you just come in, do a bit of damage. Once I see him coming out of the grenade falter, I'm already out of there, right? I'm on the jump pad, I'm ballista boosting up, and I'm gone, right? And he's basically done. I'm pretty low on, yeah, so you see that, right? Like, I'm pretty low on stack. So at this point, all I'm thinking about is how can I get away from this demon, right? And the jump pad is right there. I have to get close to him, but I also am going to be really far away from him, and nothing else will be able to touch me. Just in general in this game, you want to be above the things that you're trying to kill. You don't want to be below them. Not only is it really hard to shoot up at things, if you've ever played Quake or just any first-person shooter, you'll know it's harder to hit something that's above you rather than something that's below you, right? You can always hit stuff that's down below you a little bit easier than if it's above you. So you want to have as much height as possible. And this is really good, right? Because I'm flying. I'm literally Superman. I'm in the AC-130 with the PBs and the rockets, okay? So I'm on the jump pad, ballista boost up, bang, 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 all right? I get out of dodge really quick. Now, I've kind of messed this up, right? So the entrance into this next fight, I've kind of scuffed it a bit because we really want to have at least 1 charge of blood punch. So all I'm doing now is I'm just going around and collecting the little scraps of health that are in the arena, just so I have at least 1 charge of blood punch, which is just going to make this whole next fight way easier. So anyway, we're just going to go and start doing damage to this cyber demon. Tyrant. And once the other one spawns, you see how I dropped a frag grenade on the other one? As soon as it spawns, I drop a frag grenade on it. That's just to falter it so that I can continue to focus on this guy, so that this, and also the carcass, so that they're not sitting there just hitting me, right? You want to try and CC stuff as much as possible in this game. Drop a frag grenade on this dude, chain gun shield. I was feeling a little bit tender, so I went the double safety strat, frag grenade, and the chain gun shield, just to make absolutely sure that I wasn't going to get any more damage coming into me there. Anyway, we've got a good restack opportunity there. There's 3 demons right there. This is a bit risky because it's carcasses and you don't want to be close to them. But generally speaking, when you go to restack, you have to think about the trade-off in damage you're going to take for getting that restack. Because that's often the case in this game, right? Often you're going to take damage to get health or armor back. It's just a trade-off. And I felt like that was worth it because I think one of the carcasses has already taken a bit of damage. We'll just rewind it back. Yeah, you can see that the dude on the left has taken a bit of damage. So he's probably dead. Yeah, he's basically dead. And this other one was faulted. And there you go. Look, I just got 92 armor back just from that, right? So that is the difference in you're just using Flame Belch willy-nilly versus using it in the right opportunity. So let me see if I can show you an example. So you see how that sticky bomb, see this guy right here, how the sticky bomb is shining? So if a sticky bomb lands on an enemy's head, it will crit. And when a sticky bomb crits, not only does it do extra damage to the thing that it landed on, the splash damage is also increased. So simply hitting that one guy with one shotgun shell right on the head, being very accurate, rewards me with a great deal of efficiency. So he's going to clear out, I think, pretty much most, if not all of these guys. Let's find out. Yeah, like basically all except the last row of demons was killed by that one shotgun shell. If you want to save yourself 50 plasma or 33 plasma, however far you charge the D-blade, just hit him with a headshot. It's one shell versus 50 plasma, right? Big difference, right? But all you need to do is kill, I think, 3, maybe 4 gargoyles there, and then you can pop the buff totem, and then you're good to go. You can just kill the rest however you please. Again, using the barrels, use the barrels, blow up the barrels, get the ammo back. Now, this is really scuffed, but I'm trying to prove a point about what you can do here. So these portals, there's no cooldown on these portals, okay? You can go through them as much as you like. I'm not even using a chain gun shield. It can barely touch you. So even though this was totally scuffed, pretty easy, right? Just use the portals, use the portals, use the portals. All right, so with this bit, right off the bat, you're going to get 2 Cacos spawning in. So just swap over to the Arbalist and get rid of them. Now, swap over to the frag grenade, drop a frag grenade right next to this dude. If you want to be really safe, just pull up the chain gun shield as well, because remember, there'll be gargoyles spawning and you don't want any of them to hit you. As soon as that guy dies, a Dreadnought's going to spawn here, and 2 Cyber Mancs as well. Get rid of the Dreadnought, and then all you're going to do is get rid of one of these dudes, one of these Mancs, okay? Once you get rid of one of them, there's going to be, I think it's like four Spectre demons will spawn. There'll be one here, and then there'll be another one there, another one over there. What you want to do is, and this is what I do, but you can do it a different way if you want to position yourself slightly differently. What I suggest is just go, as soon as you kill that first Cybermanc, as the moment he dies, try to get here and make sure you've saved either a frost bomb or a frag grenade. You'll need to have one of these bad boys. Otherwise, this strat's not going to work, right? So just yeet yourself over to here, use the meat hook to get across. Then once you get across, just start winding up a D-blade. As soon as something gets close, just frost bomb. That's all you got to do. I think that killed pretty much everything. Yep. So all you want to do in this room, all you want to do is you want to use these monkey bars and move from this platform to this platform. Just, you know, bang, 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 bang. Do a bit of damage to the Tyrant that's on the other side of the pillar, and then bang, bang, back to the other side. Do a bit of damage, bang, bang, back to the other side. Don't stay on one side too long is my general advice there. So this first dude's going to spawn in, and we're just going to get some easy damage on him with some rocket launcher lock-on, okay? And then just finish him off with precision bolt and ballista. We're a little bit low on ammo. We can hear the click, click, click of the gun starting to become a bit more present. And again, just getting on the monkey bar, just staying on the monkey bar. Nothing can touch you if you just stay on the monkey bar and you just stay up in the air. Again, just trying to get armor, meat hooking, trying to get like you really want to have these platforms to yourself as much as possible. So if you get a chance, just get rid of the mecha zombies before you land, because otherwise what they're going to do is they're going to flamethrower you, and that's almost as much damage as the Tyrant does. Anyway, just drop down there, give him a little haircut, mate. Beautiful. Job done. No problems. This next room. Pain Elemental's going to drop in. Just get rid of him. The next pack, the Cacos and the Carcasses, don't spawn until you drop down here. Get rid of this dude. All right, just skedoodle past all these guys. Get rid of this Carcass. Just give him a SSG strike to the face. Now, the thing there is, nothing can get past this Caco now. He is the bouncer of the little tunnel that you are in. With that done, we can just sit here and nothing can hit me, and I can just do this. It's literally that easy, right? You just use the geometry of the room to your advantage by just getting that dude stuck there. Again, Dazed and Confused. He's not going anywhere. All right, not a lot going on here. Again, we're just going to use this barrel to get ammo. You want to be topping up on ammo as much as possible. All right, there's not a whole lot going on here, so we're just going to skip through this stuff here, skip this stuff here. Nothing too crazy going on here. Okay, again, like, I didn't have Frostbomb, but I had a frag grenade. So I dropped the frag grenade, duck back. Once I hear the frag grenade blow, go in, blood punch, and finish him off. Again, frag grenade, blood punch, gets the job done. But you just want to be killing stuff and restacking and trying to keep yourself as high on armor as possible, because you're going to need that armor for when the Mancubus pops in. Because a buff totem Mancubus is pretty deadly, especially in a small room like this. I think he's just spawned in. So we swap over to the frag grenade, drop that in, And I'm feeling so confident in that frag grenade, I don't even pull up the chain gun shield, just going for the blood punch straight away. Now, this next bit is the industrial zone. So what we're going to do is we're not going to skip the combat, but we're just going to reposition ourselves. Now, what I like to do is, again, getting rid of these turrets, because it means that the Arachnotrons only have a few options, and we're just going to use one of them to meat hook up, and we're going to get up here. I'm just going to talk a little about this meat hook for a second. Now, not a lot of people know how to do this, right? But all you do is, let me just go back a little bit more and slow it down. All you want to do, once I get this meat hook cranking, is jump. You jump, and then you air control yourself a bit closer, and then you meat hook, right? Look up, and then at the apex of the hook, like the highest point the hook is going to get you, you just jump again, like that, and then you dash. And that's all you got to do. You can get up here really easily. You don't even need to be like a super Ajit hacksaw speedrunner, all right? Easy peasy. I'm going to do the same thing again, just on this monkey bar until these demons are in a good spot. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to slow this down again. Meat hook, okay? And then jump, and then dash, and then I'm on. That's all you got to do. Now, I have the advantage. We're coming back to the situation of being above everything and shooting down on it, right? Huge advantage. I also don't need to deal with any of the environmental hazards. I'm up here and I'm pretty safe. Everything's got to come up to me now. It's all got to come up to me, which is precisely what you want. You want to be in control of where the fight's happening, right? So we're just going to freeze these dudes as they're coming up. D-blade, frost bomb, right? Use the grenades, right? Use the grenades, use the freeze them, burn them, blow them up, right? Right, save the frost bomb for the archvile. It's going to make it so easy because he won't be able to zip and zoom around. Oh, there's another bloke. Drop that frag grenade. I consciously swapped the frag grenade because I don't want to use the frost bomb on the Cybermanc. You can see that Archie's spawning over there now. So I'm going to immediately start making my way up to the platform, and then I'm going to yeet hook over, or meat hook over, sorry, and just going to absolutely pulverize this poor bloke. All right, sent him back to Fortnite. He's landing in Tilted Towers right now with 10-year-old Timmy cross-playing on Xbox. Now, this bit is actually super dangerous because of this tentacle. And also, Revenants can do a lot of damage. So I knew I had a frag grenade coming up here. So I thought, right, I'm just going to jump up, drop the frag grenade. That should fall through everything, get rid of the tentacle, and it should be sweet. But as you can see, I still took a lot of damage. So I just took 50, another 50. So it was 100 damage really, really quickly. So we just get rid of them. Now, I think I have to freeze this dude, but... okay, I didn't have the frost bomb, so I swapped over the frag grenade. Didn't quite have as much damage there as I needed to for the punch cancelling to be effective. Now, because we're so low on health, really important that before you get too close to that, see this breakable wall that's over here? This breakable wall? Don't get too close to that, all right? Just restack, okay? Don't walk up to it. Don't do any of that. Just restack as much as you can. A little bit hard with these tentacles. Make sure you've got the frost bomb, and then just get rid of this dude ASAP. This guy is aggro as. He does so much damage. Okay, we're just going to move over here. And we're just going to start, we're going to grab the armor. I could have gone straight for this thing, actually, but that's okay. If you see an opportunity like that, that was like 6 demons, right? Look at how much armor I got from that. Let's just go back a little bit. So there's probably like, what? There's like 4 dudes there? 5, potentially? 62 armor. And there's still armor on the ground, right? That's what you want. You want loads of armor on the ground. Armor just should be, the ground should just be covered, right? Now, I'm just chilling here. I could have grabbed the Has suit refresh thing as well, other than left there. I'd probably recommend doing that. Just let me just point it out. It's just around the corner here. You can't miss it. Although apparently I did. Now, what I'm doing there is I'm not killing those dudes straight away, right? Because the flame belch was still on cooldown. You kind of, you want to draw out you want to keep an eye on your cooldowns, right? And you want to base your fights around your cooldowns, yeah? So I didn't want to kill those guys straight away, but I also didn't want them doing a billion damage to me while I waited for Frostbomb to come off cooldown. So I just froze them. Yeah, so freeze them. Okay, but then I'm just waiting. Okay, then we drop the flame belch. Look how much armor's on the ground there, right? So much armor. So much armor, okay? Just GK this dude. Don't have to worry about that stuff, but yeah, again, like, see these big packs? These huge packs of demons? As soon as you see a bunch of demons like that, burn them and land a sticky bomb on one of their heads. And it's, even for mecha zombies, like a sticky bomb crit will just like melt them. It'll melt them and any of them around them. Cool. All right, really cool strat for this room. It's super cheesy. So if you don't like Spectre Whiplashes, boy oh boy, have I got a strat for you. So we're just going to chill here. We're just going to chill, right? We're just going to sort of jump around the room. And by jumping around the room, what it does is it aggroes all the Spectre Whiplashes. And they'll eventually all start funneling towards me, all right? Now I can just chill up here. They can't do anything. They literally can't do anything. Like, these are meant to be some of the most threatening demons from hell, and they can't do a single thing to the Doomslayer, all right? Once they're kind of grouped up, just freeze them, a D-blade, Bang, job done. Doesn't get much easier than that. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do a couple of strats for this sequence coming up. This quad damage berserk bit, right? So I'm gonna show you the speedrun strat. It's pretty cool. But what you want to do, I think let me reload. Here we go. So with this speedrun strat, what you do is you just stand kind of close to the berserk, and the trigger to spawn the demons is actually a little bit bigger than the berserk pickup. So you can spawn everything without picking up the berserk, right? And you're like, well, Devo, why would I want to do that? Don't I want to use the berserk to, kill these demons? Yeah, but you can then use the berserk for the marauders. Well, at least one of them anyway. You might be able to get two. Some of the speedrunners will know whether you can get two or not, but this room's not super hard to clear without the berserk anyway. And it's also much faster. Again, you just need to use your cooldowns for your grenades to keep the carcasses vaulted when and where as possible. And there's also lots of good multi-target burn opportunities with the flame belch here. Obviously, we can't pick up the quad damage because it's on top of the berserk, but you just kind of chill here for a bit. It's just a timer in between phases, and then when this timer is up, the next wave will begin. So we're just going to get rid of all these demons. Bit of burnage, bit of freezing. Send some D-blades down there. Let me just wind back here so I can show you what I mean by making this easy, right? So I start winding up the D-blade. Unfortunately, this guy turns into a Beyblade, but it doesn't matter, right? It literally doesn't matter. Just freeze everything. Wind up the D-blade as far as you can, and then just send a D-blade down the corridor. And it's that easy, right? It's that easy. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to start PB sticking just to clear up some of this mess that's left over. So you want to use a frag grenades, frost bomb, and D-blade, and burn if you can. Burn stuff if you can. So anyway, we're just going to waddle on down here. Okay? Got plenty of berserk time. And you can just walk up and pow, pow, mow, how. Bang, 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 job done, right? You might even be able to get two. In fact, I probably almost could have gotten the second one then. So, yeah. Anyway, load checkpoint, and we'll do it a different way. In case you have some trouble, like you're on an Ultra Nightmare run and you can't get the trigger to work how you need it to work. So, the quote-unquote more legit way of doing it. We're just going to jump on down. I use, I don't even know what this tech's called anymore, but basically you just ping this bloke. Let me slow it down a little bit and go back 5 seconds. So we're going to swap over to the Arbalist. And we're going to load up the Arbalist ping. Hit this guy right in the belly. Drop a frag grenade. You need the frag to be somewhat close to him. And then drop the second frag at the same time. And then just use the 6 rockets, right? Just bang, 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 bang. Just like that, right? Right back. Arbalist ping. Frag grenade. Rocket launcher lock on. Frag grenade. Rocket launcher lock on. Boom. Doesn't get much easier than that. And then we're going to do this slightly legit, but we're going to make it really easy for ourselves, right? Because there's a route that you can do here. What you do is you just come up here, grab the refresh token for the Has suit, and this ramp here, right? You can get to the top of this ramp. I think I just changed my runes back. Just put blood fueled on, because if we chainsaw or GK, we want to have that movement speed buff. Movement speed buff really good versus Marauders. Like blood fueled is great versus Marauders, because you'll just get that little bit of speed boost and get away from them a bit easier. But here, see at the top of this ramp, I can just jump right over this dude. It's not even a problem. He can't touch you. He literally can't touch you. All you've got to do is just maybe do 1 or 2 dashes to dodge his attacks. Use the chain gun shield if you want. Get over him. It's as easy as this. Just get up to the top of that ramp, jump over him, And that's going to allow you to just loop over and over and over and over and get lots of armor and not have any problems whatsoever. So again, take care of old mate. Same combo, but he'd already taken some damage, so I only needed 1 volley. Cool. Well done. You're on to the final arena pretty much, so that's awesome. But yeah, we're going to get some Arachnotrons. And then we're going to get, just get rid of their turrets. You don't even need to kill them. You don't even need to kill them, right? But when you're in a high pressure situation like this, it can be a good idea to just get rid of their weak points. And then all they can do is walk up to you. Yeah, with the Revenants, you can get rid of these guys however you please. I use a D-Blade here. Doesn't work out very well for me because I took about like 100 plus damage there. So we're just going to use this opportunity to restack. All I'm doing now is I'm just doing what I talked about before. Just meat hooking, because it's way more efficient. See that? Just like meat hook in, swap over to the precision bolt, and bang. Easy done. Very, very efficient combo. All I'm doing here, see how close my flame belch is? I know that it's close. So instead of, starting to kill this stuff straight away using some other combo, you can use the dead air of it coming off cooldown to charge up a D-Blade. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then I just picked up 52 armor. See how quickly I was able to restack then? I went from like 100 HP, basically dead, to fully stacked before this Tyrant wave started. So just drop down, get rid of the totem. So one of the key things here that helps a lot of people, right, is if you can do equal damage to these guys. Because the way this thing works is the Archviles will spawn as soon as 2 of these dudes die. I just kind of get all of them like maybe 40% health, right? And then I kill a couple of them and then deal with the Archviles. The way I tell how much health they've got is I just look at their corpse. I just look at their body. How much damage has been done to their body? Just how much muscle tissue are they missing, pretty much. We're just rotating around, meat hooking around, having fun. Like, this is a great arena. This is one of the best arenas in the whole game. You got jump pads like this. You can B-boost up to get out of danger. Let me talk about this for a second, right? There's a jump pad here. There's one here. There's one here. There's one over there underneath the rocket launcher. There's not a whole lot going on. Like, this part of the room is kind of bad. The strong part of this room is like this bit here to where I am now. This is okay. It's not great, so I would probably steer clear of there if possible. This isn't great either, but if you can stay here and here, you'll do lots of damage without taking much damage. And that's pretty much it, right? You want to use the jump pads as much as possible, stay up in the air and just keep moving around and trying to take damage, do damage without taking damage. So again, all we're doing here is we're just trying to get all of their health down relatively evenly. Okay, there's one bloke down, so once I kill another one, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. These Archviles are going to be spawning in, and we're going to have to deal with them as quickly as possible. Just grab some armor. Now, I'm waiting for Frostbomb to come up here, because I think that I wanted to try and get rid of both of these blokes straight away. You can see I'm not leaving, right? I'm just waiting for Frostbomb to come off cooldown. Like, you can do that stuff in this game, right? Like, you should be rewarded for paying attention to your cooldowns. So I try to get rid of them, and I think I actually got rid of both of them. So that's beautiful, right? Like, that's what you want to be doing in this game. So now I should only have one Tyrant left, I think. So because we killed the second and third one, like, straight away. So we're just going to do a bit of opening damage to these dudes and see how the frag grenade helped me set that up. Now at this exact moment, I was like, you know what? I don't want this guy to summon this pain elemental that's right in front of me. So I just dropped a BFG right there. Could have gone over and could have killed him, but just make life easy for us. As soon as you see one of them start summoning, just drop a BFG. Or, drop a Crucible if you can get to the one that's summoning and kill him with that. And that's literally it. Literally it. Really, really, really good there. Like, hate sniffing my own farts, but this whole thing with the Frostbomb, see how easy you can make it for yourself if you just pay attention to your cooldowns, right? Like, this transition, this was spot on. This is the kind of transition that you want. You want to move from this phase into the Archvile phase, and this applies more generally throughout the game, is if you can have a clean transition like that, like, you're going to smash this Arch, because you're not going to have you're going to be one Tyrant up, and that other Tyrant got blown up by the BFG. So it's basically, for all intents and purposes, no Tyrants in the Archvile. There's no overlap between those two demons moving from the second last phase into the last phase. I've killed those other two archers, but this guy right here, in a former life, was definitely a battle mode player. Look at that positioning. Beautiful positioning there, just hiding away in his little cubby, kiting the Slayer around. So what are we going to do? We're going to go over there and we're going to disrespect. We're going to disrespect all over that Heck Wizard's face. Put him in his place. Pretty easy. We've got the Frostbomb. You hear that Frostbomb come off cooldown, that crunch sound. You know that it's off cooldown. Just go in there and get the job done. And that is pretty much it. That is the last, and honestly, not the most difficult. It's one of those fights that can get out of control. That's why you want to have a clean transition between Tyrant to Arch, because if you don't, it gets out of control. The rest of it's not that hard. Well, it is hard, right? Don't get me wrong, but there's other parts of this level that are more difficult. Because in this arena, you have lots of opportunities to reset the fight. Lots and lots of opportunities to reset the fight. Anyway, let's do the escape sequence. So nothing too crazy here. Like, you don't have to fight if you're not sure. You don't actually have to fight anything here. Just grab some ammo. We've got plenty of time. It's like a minute. Let's do a bit of restacking as well. Now, I really should have saved the Frostbomb for this Manc, but I have a frag grenade. In fact, I've got two. So we're just going to put that there. Use the chain gun shield. Right, he still did. It's like, that guy does a lot of damage. You got to be really worried about that. And again, all I'm doing is I'm waiting for the flame belch to come off cooldown. Just chill with the chain gun shield, wait for flame belch to come off cooldown. That's off cooldown. I can just cruise through, save the chain gun shield for the Marauder and the Doom Hunter, and literally 0 damage taken, right? Just chill behind the chain gun shield and you're straight through in like flint. Not a problem at all. Gonna restack just in case, or well, not even restack, just in case these guys hit me. I'll get that armor back straight away. And that's pretty much it. That is the Super Gore Nest Master level. I hope that this helped you. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll, if there's enough of an interest in a specific topic, I can do a video that covers that in more detail with more examples. But I'll do the other master levels in this fashion as well, and honestly, I don't expect that there will be that much difference, because the stuff that I'm telling you guys can generally apply to most of the game. It's just obviously there's some things in this level that are a bit more specific, like for example, knowing the spawn sequences or the geo, using the jump pads, that sort of thing. Anyway, if you like the video, chuck us a sub, and I'll see ya when I see ya.